It is a Thursday, the 20th of October, 2025. My name is Kelly Ramazani, and I'll be keeping you company from now up until 2 o'clock. This is a 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour powerhouse show where we deep dive. Oh, we dive deep, whichever way. You understand by now that, you know what, Kelly speaks backwards, but I get what she's saying. I get her vibe. Anywho, we dive deep into the career options that are available for you locally and globally, and we speak about all things related to us and affect us and whatever is going on in society, all in the name of work. This happens every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. only on 90.4 FM if you're in Durban, 105.6 FM if you're in PMB, and anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. To join the discussion, you are more than welcome to do so on 0609041056. Now, coming up on the show today, we will be continuing with the giveaways that we were doing last week, Thursday. We had lots of callers. Unfortunately, we can only pick two winners. Okay, we can take in as many calls as possible, but we'll only need two winners. Okay, so feel free, call us on 0861 904 904. We might also be taking WhatsApp calls depending on my technician, Tobega, who is on duty. If she give me a thumbs up, we go for it. If she says no, direct calls only, we do direct calls only. I'm here to follow her guide. All right, so we'll begin with the latest headlines happening around the world, also in South Africa. And we'll then be speaking about the soft skills that we have for you, skills that pay the bills. You know the story. We've also started a series called Basic Etiquettes. This is meant to guide you into the career world, from how you greet, how you walk into a formal setting, to how you can ace the interview, and everything in between. All this and a whole lot more right here on 90.4 FM. It is Kelly Ramazani on Career Compass every Thursday. You are in safe hands.
I give my all and everything. Allahumma salli ala
You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al-Ansar.
Muhammad alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala al-Mustafa Habibna Muhammad.
We are live on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, and every other platform where you can find us live streaming. We are there, taking good advantage of technology because it's the 21st century. If you don't have social media presence, if you don't have a social media portfolio, digital portfolio, where are you? Where are you? The world is searching for you. Make your brand known, and that's what Al-Ansar is doing right now. Now, speaking about brand, world known, G20, the elephant in the room. Very important. Very, very important. However, because I am a chronically online patient, I live online. Okay, half time. There has been a lot of controversies happening online about the G20. There's been some myth, there's been some facts as well. And I hope you are doing the right research, okay? Because of the world that we're in today, the advancement of technology, of AI, of information, you have an influx of information, and it becomes almost impossible to filter it and see which one is the truth and which one are the lies, okay? So there has been quite a lot of things that are being said about the G20, about how South Africa is going to be sold to the highest bidder. Some I do agree with, some I don't. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go into details about that. I trust you enough to carry out the research that is needed. But my 2 cents are, it's important for us to have this moment because this means that our problems will be on the forefront. Okay, we've been given global attention right now with the G20 members to look and find solutions, look into the problems and find solutions on how we can improve the country. All right. And this is not just on the economical level, but also on social matters, also on mental health and many other related matters that form our well being. Now, this, of course, is going to be happening from the 18th to the 20th. Where where the voices from civil societies, our youth, our women, communities will be invited to the table so that our concerns are being heard and so forth. And then the economic part will take place from the 22nd to the 23rd of November. However, there is a very important protest that's going to take place on the 21st of November, tomorrow, that I want to bring to your attention. And that is the Purple Movement that you've been seeing on social media. If you've been seeing everybody, including myself, who is, displaying a purple picture or anything purple in color. It is a protest against gender-based violence, specifically femicide, because we know South Africa is a hotspot in that topic. And the reason why tomorrow is necessary for you to participate, for you to contribute, is in honor of the many women who've lost their lives in the hands of either the lovers or males that they are close to, or any male perpetrator. You get the story. It's also important to note that there has been many other ways to bring this topic to the table, to get the attention of the government and speak about it in a nice way. Unfortunately, because we are in South Africa, if you don't if you don't do something drastic, then the government might dismiss your cries. It has resulted to this movement being carried out a day before the G20 summit by shutting down the whole nation if we can. So if you're an employer, I'm bringing this to your attention because some workers might not show up to work tomorrow. Still contemplating. No, I would love more than anything to not to be a part of the protest. Let me not say to not come to work. Oh my god, my managers are listening. Okay, wait, hold on. However, it is also important to note that in our communities, especially, majority of the women that participate and contribute to the growth of the countries and the economy and the household and whatever have not been acknowledged, have not been appreciated in the ways that they should. However, it's also important to carry out a protest within your capacity. If you are the breadwinner, nobody's asking you to not go to work. You can go to work, but you can take 15 minutes during your break in honor of the ladies that have lost their lives due to femicide. If you are an employer and you feel like, you know what, I support this movement wholeheartedly and I'm okay with one day of no work, no productivity. I don't know. Hey, I'm trying to hint on something. Come on. You can maybe allow your workers to not come to work. But I know some people are like, no, Kels, come on, let's be serious. We need that sense. We need that money. We need that bag. Go for it. I'm just bringing to attention that maybe some workers might not show up tomorrow at work because of the protest. However, if they do, then just give them the 15 minutes at 12 o'clock. It's going to be from 12 to 12:15. Some say 1, where we will take a 15 minutes break of no economic activity to honor the women who've lost their lives to femicide. That's it for the Purple Movement as well as the G20. We're now moving forward to soft skill of the week. Last week we spoke about something very interesting and I got lots of messages. You guys were like, yeah, but Kels, I tried this skill and somebody interrupts me and they do this and they cause me to behave in this way. I'm not judging, but I'm judging. You're telling me at your big age, people still have the ability to take you off character? No, guys, come on. Come on, let's quit the blame games. Let's quit the excuses and just start owning up. Let's be accountable. Be like, you know what? Yes, I know my triggers. Sometimes when somebody says something like this, it does make me flip. Sometimes it makes me react in this way. But to say it with your chest wholeheartedly that I behaved like this because of you. No, guys, come on. You played a part in it. you're maybe not in the best of moods, or maybe you're not in the right state of mind, and somebody triggered that. They didn't wholeheartedly cause it. They're not solely responsible, but in that moment, in that space of time, they kind of did contribute to that reaction. I get that part. But having to say, you made me do that. No, I don't agree to that. Hold yourself accountable, please. Okay. Today we'll be talking about cognitive flexibility. We spoke about flexibility, adaptability, time management, communication skills, and all that other important stuff. Now we're adding the big words, the big English words to show how serious this is. Okay. Cognitive. You get that? Like, feel like I'm important, yeah. Cognitive flexibility is the soft skill for this week. And this is the ability to switch your thinking. This is very, very important. The ability for you to switch your thinking is not to be easily persuaded, but for you to evolve as a human being. If you are presented with new information, then update your old mindset. Include that new information into your thinking. Include that new information to now allow you to look at the situation in a different light, in a different perspective, in a different narration. Most of us, I'm going to say this in the most humble, diplomatic, yet harshest way possible. Most of us behave like we are bricks. We think like we are bricks. You're not a brick. You're a human being. Okay? You have brain cells. They change, they evolve, they grow. Move along with it. Don't be stuck to a one way of thinking for the rest of your life, despite the fact that you are gaining new insights every day. You are meeting people from different backgrounds. You're meeting people from different walk of life, and you refuse to learn. No, sweetheart, we don't do that here on this show. Here we grow, here we evolve, okay? It's very important because with the world of AI and automation and technology, lots of things are changing, especially routine jobs, okay? But you know what is not changing? You know what AI will not replace? Adaptable thinkers. AI will not replace that. That is something AI is not taking away from you and won't take away from you. The workplace is changing, and it's changing very fast. We've got new software updates, new systems, new ways of working. Everything is changing, which will include your mindset too. You need to start thinking differently. You need to start looking at the world differently. And the best part is I'll tell you how, if you are willing to learn. This means having to be faster and more innovative, and of course, handling stress better. I always say the measure of success for me, okay, or to me, depends, is how you are able to handle stress. It's not how much you have or how much you've accumulated in terms of resources, knowledge, or materials. It's how you're able to handle stress. Because the higher you climb up the ladder, the more stressful life becomes. And if you get to crack the code on how to handle stress better, because life will never stop being stressful, that I have to hold your hand and tell you, it's never going to stop. I'm so sorry. I have to bust your bubble. Yeah, because sometimes they lie to us and they're like, when you get to the top, or when you get somewhere, or when you have this, or when you achieve that, you will be happy and life is going to be happy. Life is going to be easy. No, it never stops. It's not going to stop. So I'm just here to bust your bubble with the truth. It's not going to stop getting stressful. It's not going to stop getting hard. But the good news is you will get better. You will get stronger, and you will be more resilient. And that's something great. That is something you should look forward to. So the best way to handle stress, well, each person has their own way. It's not a one shoe fits all. But if you can find ways on how to channel that energy into something productive, but to also express yourself so that you don't bottle in, you have won. You are a successful human being. Go right on your bio, on your Instagram bio. I'm successful, said by Kelly. All right, quickly, let's wrap it up now. How do we develop this cognitive flexibility? You have to change your brain by challenging it. Challenge yourself, step outside your comfort zone, do some activities that they make you wonder if you really want to do it or not, if it's really going to change you or not, that kind of thing. You can always learn a new language. You can always try puzzles. You try new hobbies, you do the basic stuff that people talk about. But you know what I love doing? Travel. I love traveling. And I do always ask people to try and figure things out on their own by not having a local. But that's risky. Okay, that's risky. You need to always have a local on your side to guide you so that you navigate the country or the place with somebody on your side that speaks the language, that understands the culture, that understands the country and the ins and outs. It's important. But sometimes challenge yourself and just do it on your own. Yeah. It's exciting and it's very scary. All right, that's it for this week. The soft skill for this week. Up next, it is your giveaway time. Not mine, yours, because you make this show what it is. And for that, we want to thank you wholeheartedly and give you something from us. We've got two types of games, the mathematical challenge and the general knowledge or general, what can I say? Trivia questions. Okay. So you let us know which one you want by calling in 0861 904 904. That's 0861 904 904.
Hungry for a deal that hits the spot? Get the top duo deal. 2 large margarita pizzas plus 1 topping each for $1.99. Or go big or go home with the Bellissima duo deal. 2 large Bellissima pizzas for $2.69. Pure flavor perfection. And that's not all. The snack box combos are here. Your pizza boy's favorite pack to the ultimate munch box. Don't forget our daily lunch specials. Delicious, quick, and wallet friendly. Only at Pizza Boys. Taste that hits different. Pizza Boys, bring your va-va boom to your slice of life. Find your nearest Pizza Boys near you. Pizza Boys, we don't cut corners.
When you give water, you bring life to drought-affected communities, providing fresh water for drinking, cleaning, and growing. Your support helps Islamic Relief implement water, sanitation, and hygiene projects, providing clean water to communities around the world. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى من اليهود الغاصبين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المرابطين على أرض فلسطين. اللهم شد أزرهم وسدد رميهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم الطف بإخواننا في كل مكان يذكر فيه اسمك يا أرحم الراحمين. استنصروك يا الله فانصرهم. اللهم ارحم الضعفاء والفقراء والمساكين والأيتام والنازحين والمشردين والأسرى يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم أنج المستضعفين من المسلمين في فلسطين. اللهم كن لهم عونا ونصيرا. اللهم كن لإخواننا المرابطين في المسجد الأقصى. اللهم كن لهم ولا تكن عليهم. اللهم فرج همهم، نفس كربهم، داوي جرحاهم، عاف مبتلاهم، اشف مرضاهم، ارحم موتاهم، تقبل شهداءهم.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
My Lord, I believe So I pray you guide me on your path. It's something beautiful. Something beautiful. Just like a dream. Every morning when I wake, it's like a miracle. Like a miracle. Like a miracle. When I go through the darkest of days, your mercy I want, so I pray you never let me go, never let me down. And I pray that you make better my life. I want you here right by my side. Never let me go, never let me down. I never give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
I give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you, Robbie. Make me love you.
Never Let Me Go by Ramazani. I think it's a cover, but you get it, right? It is Career Campus with Kelly Ramazani. We are now opening the lines. We received some of your missed calls, but Tobega is like, you know what? Let's do WhatsApp as well. Let's give everybody a fair chance. Okay, cool. Our WhatsApp number is 0609041056. 060904. I'm just writing it down because sometimes this number it says no. 0609041056. Correct. That's the number to dial. We will be taking in your calls as well via WhatsApp. And yeah, you could win awesome prizes, or you could win basic prizes depending on how smart, how intelligent you are. We do award intelligence here, and we do applaud high thinking. So yeah, you are in safe hands. You are on the let me just go offline. I'm mixing offline topics and off-air topics and on-air topic. Let me take a breather. Just enjoy this, Nasheed.
I pray.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
I never give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you, Robbie. Make me love you. I never give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you, Robbie. Make me love you. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up right down below. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe right now. Thanks to all of my patrons making work easy for me every day. جئت لنا خاتما للمرسلين بدر الدجى رحمة.
It is 23 minutes to 2 o'clock. You're on 90.4 FM. If you are in Durban, on 5.6 FM. If you're in PMB, my name is Kelly Ramazani, and this is Career Campus, 1 to 2 p.m. every Thursday. I see your messages on 0609041056. No questions and answers. No, you have to call in. I've been doing the talking. It is now time for you to engage. It's time for you to speak to me, okay? So do call in 0609041056. Thank you for your message, though. Another message, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My darling Kelly, how are you doing, my beautiful? I'm doing well, Rashida. How are you doing? I hope you are keeping well. Salams, Kelly. Hope you are well. I'm listening. Thank you so much for listening. I do appreciate you listening, but now I need you to dial the number. I need you to talk, okay? I need you talking. 0609041056 is the number.
رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله تزينت بك الأرض والسماء والقلب بات يهتف لك بالصلاة سيد ومصطفى خير الورى صلى عليك الرحمن بك الجمال والأمانة والوفاء عطر قد فاح نور حرر في الآفاق اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا حبيبي يا نبي الله
زينت السماء وضعت الجبال أمرت البحار وخلقت الجنان سيرت
Oh my word. Okay, I was just having a very nice conversation of him. So Bega's complaining about my gum. Okay, so I chew gum a lot and always make sure I have one after lunch or dinner or whatever I'm having. And I just had a burger earlier on for lunch, so I'm having my gum here in peace. And it helps me think. And so Bega is like, I can't concentrate with you and that gum. All right. Let's get back to the show. Basic etiquettes is a new segment that we've introduced here on this show to talk about mannerism and ways that you can behave in a public space. So maybe portray yourself in a public space. So maybe display yourself. I don't know if it's a pretense, if it's a genuine act, whatever it is, go on with it. Okay. As long as it gets you somewhere, you're fine. I saw two messages that I did attend to off air. One was regarding the Nasheed and the artist's name. We did answer that. And another one was about a segment we spoke earlier. They just needed a little bit of details, and we did offer them that. All right, you two can send in your messages on 060-904-1056. We don't have a reception at the moment on the 0861 number. I see the missed calls. Unfortunately, we cannot attend to that right now. We will be attending to this number instead, 060-904-1056. So do pardon us for that, but please call us on the 060-904-1056. Okay, if you do want to participate in the giveaway, in the challenge, in the game that we have. Okay, now quickly, last week or the week before that, we spoke about the importance of introducing yourself, starting with a polite greeting. And I know this might seem like, oh my god, that's so obvious, isn't that basic? Yeah, some people still don't do it. Okay. And we spoke about the importance of valuing time, okay, by keeping a short intro and why you are there, or why you're sending the email, or why you are there to speak to that person. Okay, hi, my name is Kelly Ramazani. I'm the presenter and content producer of Career Campus, and I'm here to see so-and-so regarding this. See? Done. Simple. Now, the other thing that we are going to be adding to that list is being mindful of time, like I said. Being mindful of time in the physical sense, okay? if you were to arrange a meeting with somebody and it was agreed upon that you should be there at 2, for example, you're not going to rock up at 2:30 now. Okay. Maybe you might be late because life is unpredictable. You didn't see that coming, but do reach out. Be like, hey, I know we initially agreed to meet at this time, but I'm running late due to 1, 2, 3. Apologize in advance. May I be there in the next 10, 20 minutes or whatever? There's a slight delay. I'm not sure what time exactly I will be done. I hope it's not that serious, because if you are stuck in a situation where you don't know how long it's going to take, then that's scary. Okay. However, may we postpone to another day or whatever, just reach out, communicate, okay? Rather than just having somebody wait for you, because punctuality communicates reliability and discipline. And this is your currency in the corporate world. You have to be punctual. For you to be taken serious, you have to display and portray seriousness. Otherwise, they won't take you seriously. I have a serious problem of never ever showing up on time. Like I try, but I'm always a minute or two late. And it's not something that I'm bragging about, because some of you will be like, but you already know you have a problem. Why are you still not working towards it? I am working towards it. But I feel like sometimes I underestimate how fast time flies, or I exaggerate my ability to complete a task. One of the two. Because sometimes I think I'm like, I'm going to complete this task in 5 minutes, and then I'll be ready in the next 10, and then I'll be out of the door in the next 15 minutes. And then it turns out that, wrong calculation, miscalculate that. So please do set at least 10 minutes before every meeting or every appointment or whatever. You set it 10 minutes ahead. If you know that you're most probably going to be available at 5, then make it 5:10, 5:15, 5:20. I don't know. Just add a little extra time in case you are going to run late, so that you don't show up sweating and you don't know where your phone is, you don't know where you left your keys, and you're panicking. Now you're giving all of us anxiety, because can you take a breather? Just breathe, calm down. Okay, you're good now. All right, so that's the first. Be mindful of time. The second would be to dress appropriately. As a part-time stylist myself, I enjoy expressing myself through clothing, through colors, but more importantly, I have seen the respect firsthand. Okay. The way you dress up pays off. And I'm not saying be fancy, be an extravagant. No, I'm talking about dressing appropriately. Whatever clothing you have, as long as they're neat, they're washed, you smell okay. Okay, you don't have to go out with an expensive perfume, as long as you don't smell of sweat or filth or whatever. You just smell like soap. It's fine. It's fine. We'll take it. And you dress appropriately within context. Okay, context appropriate. That's what I mean. If you're gonna go to an office, obviously now you're not gonna show up like how you would show up somewhere else. You put in a little extra effort. I'm not asking you to wear a blazer in this heat. Okay, but smart casual, anything that just looks respectful, that is what you want to highlight, and that's what you should go for. It really does help. Modest dressing especially can be both professional and empowering, and you will see this in the way people will speak to you, in the way they will greet you, in the way they will help you around, in the way they will assist you. It's like people take you seriously, so please do learn to dress appropriately. We'll do only these 2 for this week. I see more of your messages on 0609041056. We'll attend to them. But first, I want to speak to somebody. Call us 0609041056. We've got the Annika hamper, Annika blue hamper. Let me just open what's inside of it here so I can tell you. We've got the therapeutic magnesium oil, which is for calming, soothing, and relaxing muscles. This other one is magnesium heat spray. Tobago is pointing somewhere. Oh, okay. I should show the camera. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, we got this one here. If you are on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, you can see it. It's the therapeutic magnesium oil. It's for calming, soothing, and relaxing the muscles. Then we got this magnesium heat spray. I'm sure you can see that. And it supports overall pain and joint muscle areas. Then we got the magnesium gel, which supports the overall pain and joint. That's the first gift that comes in this little hamper here. Let me show you. There you go. If you can see it. I don't know what's the exact value, but we do have another prize here. It's a English translation Quran with a tasbih, digital tasbih with a book marker. Then we got another prize, which is the high quality glass. It's a 3 sets, but we'll give you 2 to make it 6 because it won't make sense just giving you 3. But anyways, if you want 3, you can take 3. Then we got quite a lot of stuff. 0609041056 is the number to dial. Now let me go quickly on your messages. Salams Kelly. Do you agree to? No, I don't agree to that. But I'll answer you after the show, inshallah. Here's another message. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are keeping well. I don't accept the idea of G20 being profitable for South Africa. Okay, let's not dive into that topic because it's not you accept, you agree, I disagree. It's something that's going to happen. Unfortunately, you can't stop it. I can't stop it. So it's pointless, in my opinion, us going back and forth about what you agree and what you don't agree to. However, there is a need for you to raise your voice if you do not stand to certain negotiations or agreements that will take place. And by raising your voice, because South Africa is a democratic country, does welcome a different opinion. It does welcome your say. Okay, you are allowed. There are some channels where you can raise those concerns by email, by letters, by many other ways, okay, that you can be heard or you can raise your concerns. And I will share those details with you. I was actually in communication with somebody who is in charge of this communication. Let me just go back to my notes. I will find the email and I will share that with you, where you can raise some of the concerns that you have regarding South Africa's political situation. But other than that, it's not something for you to depress over. Okay, just honestly be hopeful that it's for the best. I've got a message here. I don't know if this is for me, so I'm not going to read that. I'm going to give it to Tobea to look into that. What else was I saying? What else was I saying? I was reading a message that I didn't agree to. I said I'll answer that off air, inshallah. There was a case that came in regarding a husband and wife. They were in dispute over their daughter's education, and it came to our attention. I want to say thank you so much for trusting me with these kind of affairs. However, you already know I am team education. I am team empowerment. So my stance is going to be a bit different from what many people might agree with. Okay. And that's because my father did try his best to raise me by drilling it in me that education is important, because I dropped out of school twice. Okay. That's embarrassing to say out loud. But anyways, I was doing my Bachelor of Business Administration, and in my second year, I decided that, hey, this is just not for me. I'd rather go and travel the world, and I quit. So I walked out and I went and I traveled a few countries, and I came back and my dad was like, I don't want to hear whatever you got to say. Just go back and complete that degree. I went back to school. I wasn't interested in doing the same degree. So I took on another degree. And in my second year again, I decided, no, I just don't want to do this. So that was the first time I saw my father change and turn into something that I never ever want to see again. He was like, I'm going to lose it if you try that one more time, because you're building a muscle of quitting. You are building a weak muscle of walking out when things get tough, and life is going to keep getting tough. So you will go and complete a degree, whether you like it or not. And that's my say. And that's final. We're not negotiating. We're not even debating about this. I've said it. You're going to do it. So then I went back to school again for the third time, doing a third different degree. And I didn't do a degree. I went in with a certificate because then I thought that maybe I just didn't like studying, or maybe I didn't like being in anything that's long commitment, So I wanted to try something short. So I did a certificate in journalism. I passed top of my class. I did another certificate in what was it? Nursing assistant. I did another certificate then I did a diploma in preschool teaching, and then I did just some short courses here and there, until I was able to build back my discipline to complete a 3-year degree. So I went back to complete my Bachelor of Business in Business Administration, but I wanted to do it differently. So I took on BCom Law. So I'm doing Bachelor of Commerce in Law. Okay, so I'm doing the business aspect of it. I'm doing the legal aspect of it. And so far, alhamdulillah, it's great, but I don't have any aspirations of doing a PhD. So I've already told my dad, please pardon me. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to be the disappointment child. But alhamdulillah, my younger siblings do have their masters and stuff. But for me, I don't know. It just happened that I didn't focus as much as my father wanted me to. And so when this story came to me, it kind of did trigger a muscle. And it made me just think about sometimes how parents will want the best for you, but then you don't know and you don't understand it at that time because it just doesn't make sense to you. And then later on, you're like, oh, shucks, because the position that I am right now, not just here on air, but in society, I've been given the ability to work with people that are leading in the community. And so I'm like constantly learning from people that are doing amazing things, which then makes me the second person that would lead, after the first leader not being there, second in command kind of thing. And I'm like, shucks, now I understand why it's so important to be educated. It's so important for you to be informed, for you to know, because there are available positions. You don't have to be a president or chairperson, but within your community, there are people that are seeking guidance. And if you are able to educate at least one or two or empower one or two, you have done something great. And so that's where I am. So the topic that came, the message that came, I couldn't discuss it on air today because I needed to go and compose myself. And then I'll come and I'll share it with you next week, inshallah, next week, Thursday. And we can share ideas. What do you think? What do you tell these parents? Just a hint. They are among the two parents believe that it's not important for a lady to get educated. The other feels like it's very necessary. So the two parents are conflicting and they are in a dispute. And now they want their child to make up their mind or to choose one side of the two spectrums, something like that. We'll discuss more about it next week, Thursday. Thank you so much to all those that tuned in. Whether you did it via FM or live stream, thank you for being a part of this great show. And to Tobega, thank you too for your great service. Other than that, I say to you, find your purpose and leave your mark. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
The names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is proudly